I queued into squad matches with 3 ult accounts and beat entire teams by myself. And this is how I did it. In this first match, I was at the middle and noticed another guy here, so I killed him and took all 4 emeralds he was carrying. This player is trying to break my bed, so I'm gonna dash and block it off. I did it and killed him. I noticed a good opportunity for a bed break. I'm gonna block myself inside of their bed defense so that they can't hit me while I break their bed. I took the bed, so now I just got out and killed both of these last players. I got 2 easy snipes on these players and pushed yellow bed. But this player got on my bridge and hit me off, so I block clutched back up. I dropped down to TNT the bed, but I was taking too much damage, so I took some of their iron and jumped off to pro clutch. And luckily I made it and got down. I shot one of their players off, but now this player is trying to break my bed. I didn't care if I lost it, so I stood here till he broke it. He tried to kill my ults, but I didn't let that happen. I broke the green bed and fought this player and won the fight. But this guy thought I was chasing him, so he blocked off the bridge. Instead, I just shot him off and did the same to this player. I'm now above the yellow bed, so I fireballed it to make an opening. They tried blocking it off, but they missed a spot, and I quickly broke the bed. I'm taking too much damage, so I escaped with balloons. This player accidentally fell and this other one got shot off by me. I was fighting this last player, but I felt like trolling him a bit. So instead, I let him get behind this wall and make him think he's safe. Then I threw a fireball and killed him through the wall. In this next match, these players broke my bed and tried killing my ults, but I stopped them from being able to. I pushed the red team by knocking 2 of their players into the void. I went over their bed, but I realized that I needed an axe, so I dashed onto their generator and used their item shop to buy an axe. Adjusted my inventory and broke their bed. Then I left with their bridge and built up to heal. I dropped down and fought the last players. I killed one and baited the last one to come after me. I had a plan to bait him to try to drop down to kill me. I blocked myself and left one block to make him think he can hit me off. He fell for it and died. I pushed yellow bed, but I didn't have the right loot to break it, so I went into their base to buy some blocks and a fireball. My HP was getting too low, so I tried escaping, but this green player appeared. So I built up and dropped down over him and knocked him into the void. I was planning to explode their defense, but a player came up from behind me and dealt so much damage that I almost died. Luckily, I ballooned away at 4 HP. I went back to the yellow base more prepared and threw 2 fireballs to break their defense. I got closer and broke their bed. I shot this player off the map and fought this iron armor player first. I was dealing good damage and made sure that they died. I did the same with the last yellow player and I easily took out their entire team. I noticed this green player and shot at him to get early damage. He has better armor than me, but since they're at a health disadvantage, I went in for the attack and managed to kill them fast. But right after, this guy teleports me thinking I was low, but I simply comboed him straight into the void. Got this green player into the void and annoyed this other player a little with my bow. I'm now at the green bed. I fireballed it and broke it, which eliminated this guy. I tried comboing this out of Tunde kit, but his teammate woke up and stopped me. I ended up getting hit off, but I pearled and ballooned perfectly back to safety. I fought and finally killed his UZ teammate, and now it's just a 1v1. I built up for a better angle while he tries to block off his base. I pulled closer to him and went inside to get his generator. Then I jumped off and block clutched below the side of his base. I have a plan to bait him, but I need him to come down and get closer. That's why I placed these blocks up here so he can feel safer to drop down. My plan worked, and now I'm just sticking to the wall while hitting him, and eventually he fell into the void and I won the match. In this next match, I was at the middle holding 5 emeralds. This player came to attack me, so I killed him and got 2 extra emeralds from him. I went over to his yellow base, used their item shop, and left. This player came to try and fight me, but then his teammate also came and my health was going down too low, so I had to escape. I was fighting this player and got him low enough to run, but then his teammate came to help him. He died anyways, but I have to leave since I'm also low. I looked behind myself and noticed another 2 players also after me. I ran out of the building and noticed he also has a fireball in his hand, so I have to be careful. The players are back. I tried fighting one, but they once again got back up against me, so I have to disengage. Another one also appeared. I'm building blocks so they could get slowed down, which was working for a little. I quickly used the item shop to buy balloons and dash past them to balloon away. I landed safely on the roof, but I spotted a player down below, so I jumped off to attack him. I got some good damage done on him, but he built up. So I followed him and managed to knock him into the void, but unfortunately he didn't die since he had balloons. Another player tried building to me, but got suffocated somehow, and it was actually funny to see. I was at the middle, but then a player pearled to me. I fought him and he tried to get away, but I killed him. Now his teammate is here, but I decided to back off, and instead I hit him through the wall. And now these guys are here. I ran away till I got to open space and built up. I then went towards the roof to make it harder to catch me and pearled away. I restocked it on loot, but now this player is here and he threw a gloop. I activated the gloop so that it could be useless by the time he reaches me. I was dealing damage to him, but then he ended up trying to run, but I didn't want to let him get away, so I pearled him and caught up to him and he died. It is now 1v1v1 and the blue player has a tier 3 generator. I decided to keep mid control for a bit, then I noticed the blue player going to the other player, so I took that chance to go and steal his generator. Afterwards he came back, but I didn't let him get close with my crossbow, so he ended up leaving, and it looks like he killed the red player, so it's now a 1v1. I went to him to put pressure and got some crossbow shots. I built up and used the bridge to get closer, protect me from his shots. He got up and tried to kill me, but I ended up knocking him into the void. He managed to save himself using balloons, but I was able to shoot him once. I changed my location to get a better angle on him, but he pulled back to his base. I got closer and pearled him. He's building up to drop down and combo me, but he failed. He tried to do that again, but also failed. I was getting good hits on him multiple times, so he's definitely low. I threw a fireball at him and I was able to kill him and win. I was even called a hacker. In this next match, these players came to try and break my bed. So I fought both of them since my armor and sword was better, and they both died. At the middle, I tried to kill his elder tree. He ran, so I took multiple bow shots on him. When I reached the red base, I broke the bed and attacked his Shelia kip. She got away, but I was left to fight the elder tree from earlier. I managed to kill him. This was good because he died before he could get too big. When I was at the middle, I tried fighting this player, but his teammates came to back him up, so I had to retreat. A Shelia kit I damaged from earlier died, and that was the last red player. The green team had no bed, so I pushed them. I killed one, but my health was too low, so I got away and built up. But this Shelia kit was still dealing damage to me from up here. After a few bow shots, I tried to kill them, but I was at 24 health and ballooned away. The entire team's at the same spot I was, so if they all hit me once, I would have died. I restocked on loot, but this green Shelia kit tried to challenge me, so they got eliminated. Now my bed got destroyed, and this player threw a fireball at me. Luckily, it didn't do much damage. I collected the diamonds, but for some reason, this player decided to cross the bridge, even though he knows I have a bow. So I easily shot him off. I used the diamonds to buy an armory for a crossbow. At the middle, I noticed a drone and shot at it but missed. So I waited for it to come around the corner and I was able to shoot it. I saw the last player standing still, so I shot him. But then I realized that he had a drone coming, so I shot it first. I dealt some damage to him and then threw a fireball. Now it's time to push. So I probed him and got a new combo on him. He was low, so he tried running away, but I shot him into the void and won the game. In this next match, I was getting chased with low HP and 5 emeralds. And this other player is trying to rush my bed. When he saw me, he realized that pushing my bed is a bad choice, so he left me alone. I dealt some early shots on his Uzi, then attacked him, but he got away back to his base. I didn't want him to live, so I built for a better angle and shot him till he died. I got up on a tree, then dropped down and killed all of the players. But since I didn't have the resources to break the bed, I had to leave. But now my bed broke, and this barbarian might have some emeralds, so I'm trying to kill him. He tried going around me but failed, and he was carrying 1 extra emerald. I noticed the green bed open, so I took the chance and pushed. I managed to break the first block, and it looks like I have enough time to break the entire bed, so I did. This player was too late and couldn't stop me in time, so he ran for it. But these guys came out of nowhere. I built up and dropped down the diamond guy. I wasn't able to kill him, but this guy was. I was at the middle carrying lots of emerald, and these 2 green players are trying to kill me. I kept running till I reached open space and built up. They were still after me, so I just jumped off with the balloons and escaped. But then this barbarian thought he was an actual barbarian and didn't stop charging at me while I was shooting at him till he died. This is a free opportunity to break the yellow bed. One player was AFK, so I hit him a little, but I focused on a player who wasn't AFK. He was trying to be safe, but I noticed their teammate coming. So I got some shots on him and we had sword combat. But his teammate is coming, so I built up and so did he. He was dealing too much damage and I almost died. Luckily, I was able to balloon. I still tried to kill them with the bow, but they were lucky that they had more health. So I was forced to leave them. I came back to fight the yellow player, but he kept using high ground, so I fireballed him and he lived. I followed him on his way back up, but I got trapped and almost got suffocated. I made one more attempt at going up and knocking him down, but he block clutched. So I went back up and instead, I waited till he got high up and vulnerable so I could fireball him. And he fell all the way down to his death. For the last team, I fireballed their defense and broke the bed, and easily killed the rest of their team and won the match. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you enjoyed this video, then you might like this one.